Hi everybody, welcome to Socialite Forever Daisy Chain. If we've not met before, my name is Alison and thank you for stopping by today. It is a little bit of a different vlog. It's a vlog that is all dedicated to #SoFrugal22. I didn't take part in Frugal Frocks last year, so I'm really excited to be part of this, and I really hope that there's somebody hanging on in there and stopping by to watch today, because it is the 26th of March and it is the final day of the vlogs. And if you've not caught up with it, if this is the first one, where have you been? My goodness. But if this is the first one, I just want to give you a brief plotted history of where we're at. So thank you to Sam from Frugalisma and Ruan from the Yorkshire Soul Girl. They have set up this year's challenge for the month of March. And if you're sharing a work in progress on Instagram, use the hashtag SoFrugalWhip, which is WIP. I'm just checking my notes. Work in progress. And the reveal day is the 31st of March. So if you're watching this now, it's only a few days. I have pre-recorded this, I've got to be honest, because I wanted to kind of get my garments ready from the point that I was sharing it with you, and it wouldn't have left me much time. So I will pop some pictures in. You may have seen these before. So the idea of the challenge is so frugal. We're trying to be super cautious with what we're spending and how we're using it, not just financially, but looking after the environment as much as possible as well. So the idea would be that you would choose a free pattern, something that is absolutely free and available to everyone. And I've done that myself. I prefer to download it or copy shop where I can. So I have sent some off. I tend to use Flamingo prints, but I know that Sam got us a great deal, and that'll be on some of the visuals that you can see on Instagram under #SoFrugal as well. But yeah, I'll share kind of what they cost and things as I went with that. So obviously I'm UK based. I know if you're elsewhere in the world that there will be other options for you to get coffee shop prints as well. So I had a little bit of a look, had a little bit of a think about different patterns. So the idea is obviously it's a free pattern and then you use fabric from your stash. So I'm going to have a chat through the fabric, the patterns, and kind of see where I'm at with that. The feel, I mean, we've had people looking at kids' clothes, guys' clothes, everything really. I've really enjoyed it. A whole different range of people and body shapes, and I've really enjoyed looking at the diversity of it all so far. So it gives you different ideas, doesn't it? We're heading up on a few holidays soon. We're off to Mallorca. It's quite early in the season, so it's not necessarily going to be like bathing costume weather, I don't think, but I am looking forward to having a little bit of sunshine again. Then we're heading to the Lake District in the UK, and then down to Oxford in the UK. So we've got a few things coming up, and then later in the year we are heading off to Florida. So I was trying to think of things that I wanted to make, but things that would fit into my life as well. I didn't just want to do this challenge and then end up with kind of a load of garments that didn't work. So I was trying to kind of think of things in a bit of a capsule wardrobe way, things that I could wear, not just on those holidays, but maybe when I come back as well. So I'm quite pleased with where I'm at with things. So I'm gonna I might not get everything made that I've thought about, but it's definitely got me thinking about how I can use up fabric from my stash. Some things that I maybe got in lockdown and when I really got back into sewing again after 30 years, fabrics that I bought online that maybe weren't what I thought they were going to be, but I still want to do something with, and I'm sure we've all got some of that. And let's face it, some of our stashes might be a little bit like mine. I'll drop a picture in of mine. Some people's might be a little bit bigger than that, and that's okay, but it is really good to get that used up. As pretty as it looks on our shelves, it's nice to do something really good with it. So I hope that captures everything. I'm really excited to do this first So Frugal vlog, and yeah, let's dive straight in and look at what I've got, where my thoughts are, what patterns and what fabrics I'm looking towards as well. So I've got all my fabrics sorted, I think, but as I'm pulling them out, I'm still going, oh, I'm not sure where, so I could change my mind. My first part of call when I thought about this was I had the pattern already printed off. I got it before the winter, and it's just been sat there, and I kept thinking, oh, I must make that cardigan. And that is, I got it printed off in all the different lengths. And that is the Sinclair Harper knit cardigan, which is, all of these patterns are completely free, of course. And initially I was thinking, I'd really like to have to go away, my first holiday for Mallorca, like a long length. I quite visualised like a long length cardigan, like a floaty cardigan. And this was my first thought, because I thought, oh, that's one of those is a really long length. But when I revisited the pattern, it does need a fabric with quite a bit of stretch. And actually, when I look at my stash, I've not got an awful lot of fabric. In fact, I don't think I've got anything now that would fit the bill for that. Kind of as we're moving into summer, I've stopped looking at kind of jerseys and stuff so much. So I think that might be one that I may have to park. I'm not too sure. So then I was looking for something that would give me that, you know, it would look nice as a cover up during the day, or I could wear it with some pants and a vest top, or jeans and a top for an evening, or kind of when we're in the Lake District, something as a bit of a cover up. So I found, and sorry if I keep having to refer to my notes, because some of these patterns and companies are places I've never visited before. So there is a company called Socialite Patents, and the patterns are all downloadable. They're very reasonably priced. But if you join their newsletter, subscribe to their newsletter, there is a pattern for the Allure, A-L-L-U-R-E robe. And so I need to print and to download and print that one off, which isn't what I like to do, lots of pasting and sticking, but that one wasn't available in AO format. They're all available to download and print, or in projector files if you use projectors. But what I like about that, and I'll drop pictures in of both of these cardigans, so the Sinclair and the Allure. And what I like about that one, it's just got a bit more drape, it's a bit more floaty. So I think that's definitely the one that I'm going to go for. And hopefully when you'll see them side by side, you'll see what I mean. So I'm going to pop that Sinclair one to one side, because the fabric that I was thinking of for that, there's two, but I think I'll probably use this one. And I've got no idea where this came from. I think it could have been a Pound Fabrics fabric, but I certainly got it at the back end of summer 2021, and I just think it's so pretty. It's like a cherry blossom, and I think it's a georgette. It's quite sheer, but I'm thinking it's quite, although it's a red, it's a very deep red. So I think this might be a good base to kind of, I could put like a white vest top or a black vest top, anything like that underneath it, some like staples. And I've got some black jeans already. I've got something I'm about to talk about that I think would look quite nice with these as well. So I think that would be quite nice as a cover up. And if it is nice during the daytime, then it would equally work well sort of around the pool. So I think I've got 3 meters of that, which would be more than enough. I think it's quite beautiful. I think it was one of the, you know, 3 meters for £10 fabrics. But I think I'd like to give that a go. I think it'll have a nice sort of floatiness over my arms and things. So yeah, I think that's the one that I'm going to go for with that. The other option I had, which I think might be a crepe, is this one here, which is more of a rusty red. It's a really pretty fabric, but it's a bit more sort of a denser fabric. And I think that'll look really nice as probably a dress, or even some wide leg pants or something in that one. So that's kind of a standby fabric. I'm hedging my bets on those. I also have, I'll just grab it, 2 seconds. There we go. I've also got this one, which I bought at the same time as the Cherry Blossom Georgette, which I equally think could be really, really nice. I'll just take these little clips off because I've got them all on comic boards now, and it just keeps them where they need to be. So I think this one could equally be just as beautiful. It's really different. I might even make 2, but maybe not for the challenge. So they're the options that I'm thinking of for the Allure robe. So as you can see from the picture, it's quite sort of, it just draws in with a tie at the waist, but I think it would equally just look as nice loose and draped. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to making that. Actually, it doesn't look overly complicated. The worst bit for me and getting started with that is printing it off and sticking together, because I hate that task. But I think I'm just gonna have to clear the dining table, get it stuck and get that done. And the other pattern that I need to print off as well, which I'm definitely wanting to make up, and I think I had this in my basket three or four times last year. You'll all know the one that I'm about to talk about. It was everywhere on Instagram last year, and that's the McCall's M7969, which I'll drop a picture in of that as well. So this is the pattern that is currently available as a free download from the Minerva website when you subscribe to their newsletter. And I know that Sam from Frugalisma is trying to find out how long that will be a free download for. What I would say is, if you're thinking about it like I was last year, just download it, subscribe to the newsletter. If you don't want to continue to get that, you can unsubscribe, but at least you'll have the pattern. And what I love about that, and probably what a lot of people love, is the sleeves. I love the volume of the sleeves. So I'm going to print that off, print and stick. I might have to do that quite soon. But also I want to take a look at that and have a look at those sleeves and just think, can I take those sleeves and will they work with any other pattern that I've got? Because I've got a couple of faux wrap dresses. I think my nervousness about that dress is, will it just be too billowy for me? And because I like things that have a floor, but I kind of need them to be cinched in at the waist a little bit. So I might need to put some either elastic into it or ties on it, something like that. And I'm in two minds, I've got to be honest, about what fabric to use with that. I don't know if this one will be have enough drape for me. This is a fabric that I use and I make and sell bags in. And I got it from So Affordable, which is a UK based a website. I'm not sure if they've still got it in stock. It's a cotton poplin and it is so soft. It's absolutely beautiful fabric, and it was I'm going to say £3.99 a metre, somewhere around that price point. And I absolutely adore this. I've got a bag made up in it. I have some masks made up in it, scrunchies and things like that. But I'm just not, I don't know if this would be too stiff for that dress. This might be better made up as something else because I adore it. But the other thing I was thinking of was that fabric that I just shared earlier, because this would have a lot of drape in it. So I'm thinking that this could be quite nice as that McCall's dress as well. I think the only thing I'm nervous about, making up words, do it all the time, is am I kind of sticking with too much of the same colour palette? But I do want to take things that can be a little bit interchangeable, and where that one would probably go more with white or darks, this one's got rust blue, pink. I think this would go with a lot of different colours as well. So I think this would be nice as a dress. So that might possibly be where that gets used. I've got 3 meters of that, and I think that should be enough for the dress. The only thing with me is I do like a maxi length dress, or almost maxi length. So hopefully that would be fine for that. I think it could work quite well. So what else did I get? I wanted to look for something like to make some vest style tops with. As you know, if you followed me for a little while, I'm not good at having my arms exposed, but on holiday I'm okay with that. On holiday I kind of think, you know what, you're away, you need to chill out, not be worried about your arms and stuff like that. So there is a free tank that I found that I like the cut of. I'll pop a picture in it, and it's from a brand called Sana, and I apologise if I'm saying this wrong. It is the Blomma tank, and I like the, I don't know why I'm doing that, to show you on my body, because you can probably still see the picture, but I like the cut of it here and here. And weirdly, although I hate the top of my arms, I do look better with stuff that kind of shows my shoulders a little bit as well. So I'm thinking of having a play around with that. As I said earlier, I've not got loads of jersey in, but I have got, I think, enough of this. Now this is a brushed back sort of jersey, probably a little bit thicker than I would normally think of doing a tank in, but I think it maybe could work. I'm not sure, but I thought I could do this as a toil, I never know what that word is, in that, and see how that works and how it looks. The other fabric I was thinking of, and I've no idea, I need to look at the pattern instructions to see whether this would work. This is a Ponte that again was from So Affordable Fabrics. I don't know if it's still available. I made a top out of this and then ordered some more. So I was thinking that I could maybe see how this worked as the vest top. I've got no idea even if it's suitable at this stage, but you know what, I'm happy to kind of have a look, have a play, give it a whirl. And I think that this would make a really nice skirt as well. So I'm thinking if I made a tank and a skirt, then I could wear them together. And I think if I make this in this fabric as a trial, then it wouldn't be part of So Frugal, but maybe before my holidays I could just pick up like a metre of white jersey, a metre of black jersey, and make that Sana Blomma tank in a couple of different colourways for my holidays. And I was thinking if the tank worked in this fabric, then I've got the Sabina skirt by the Little Pomegranate, so I'll pop that in. Again, it's a free download when you subscribe to the newsletter, and I've made a couple of those. Now it does say on the pattern that it works best in a woven fabric, but I did it first in a jersey fabric, and I actually prefer the drape of that to the one that I did in chambray denim. I'm actually going to recut the denim one. So with this being a Ponte Roma, I'm thinking this could work quite nicely in that as well. Or, just had a thought, could this also work nicely as the Sinclair cardigan? Because this has got the stretch. So that is a possibility. Didn't think of that till I started talking. Why am I sat like that? Don't know. It's like I've got no neck. So there you go. Sorry if you've not met me before. I can be a little bit random, I should say. So can you see my head is still all over the place with this, and I've been thinking about it for weeks. But once you dive, I think once you get your patterns out and your fabric out and you dive in, then you start really exploring possibilities, and that is I get quite excited by that. So then everybody keeps talking about Peppermint magazine, and although I'd looked at it and I'd read the magazine, I'd not really dived into the free patterns. So I had a look at those, and what I did was anything that was downloadable and printable, which I think the Blomma tank was, and another 4 patterns from Peppermint magazine, I have downloaded the AO files and I sent them off to Flamingo Prints to get printed off. So they came the other day, and with Flamingo Prints you can either get it printed off on this regular sort of white traditional paper, or you can just in the comments you can tick tissue paper, or you just write it in the comments. So it's just a little bit thinner for storage and things. So this came all of these, but I got enough patterns for 6 outfits, and including postage, and I know this is in the UK, that came to £13.50, which I just think is amazing. Now these are all free from Peppermint magazines, and I'm sure that you'll have heard of the vloggers this year talking about the damage that they've had to their offices in Adelaide. So I did make a donation to their flood sort of appeal, but you don't have to. It is a pay what you can you know, service, I guess. But I do think that they do an amazing job, and I love their inspiration. So I wanted to talk you through the different patterns that I got from them, because these are patterns that I do see kind of me using and working together in that sort of summer wardrobe that I want to have this year. I've got loads of dresses. Dresses are really my thing, but I'm wanting to kind of try some different things and take my sewing techniques to maybe a different level with something. So one of them that I got, I'm going to pop the picture in, is of wide leg pants, because I've just I keep talking about this. My cousin Lynn is amazing at sewing, so I've sat and had a side-by-side with her about invisible zips because it was my nemesis and it was stopping me from like moving on to more advanced skills and patterns. It's not an invisible zip in these pants, but I just think that time I spent with that will help me to make, I'm really hoping it'll help me to make these pants. Now, I've got two fabrics that I'm thinking of for these. One is, again, this, I don't know, bought it in lockdown, absolutely love the colour. It's not a cotton twill, it's not as thick as that. I have no idea what the fabric would be called, in all honesty, but I absolutely love the colour. I think it is beautiful. It's this very strong teal colour. Now, I think this could make a really nice pair of wide leg trousers. So if I don't decide to use this for the peppermint wide leg trousers, I think it'll probably become a different pair of wide leg trousers that I've already got the pattern for, but that wouldn't be part of this challenge because that's not a free pattern. But it could be part of this challenge. And just talking about the Sinclair cardigan, I'm just thinking if I had a white vest with that, and if I did make that cardigan with that, that would make a really nice outfit together. Or I already have the top in that, which would go very nicely with that as well as an outfit. But the fabric that I've really got in mind for using for these wide leg trousers is this denim, which I bought. I got a few different lots of denim and I kind of was quite lucky with a couple of them. I really like them. Bought in lockdown, so totally off online. But then I got this one, which I do have some black denim jeans, but this is quite a grey denim. And I was kind of like, okay, it's not as dark as I like, but I'm okay with the colour. And I do like a little bit of stretch in my denim. But then I went like this, and I went like, oh my God, it's like the stretchiest. Should I do that again? The stretchiest denim ever. So I'm thinking of that for these wide leg trousers, but I don't know if it's too stretchy. But where I'm at with it is, if I just use this to have a go at that pattern, see what the pattern's like, does the shape of the pattern like work for me, almost use it as a test. I'm not going to lose anything because otherwise this is just going to sit in my stash and I don't really see me using it for anything else. I do think if this works for the little vest top, that would look quite nice with that. And I would think if I made it in pants and a top on an evening, it would look nice with that over as well. So I do think they work really nicely together. And, you know, equally, if I made this in the Allure robe, I think, you know, with a black vest and this, they would look nice together too. So I can see it working and being quite interchangeable with what I'm thinking. But it may not, like, it may be just the test for that pattern, but I'm cool with that because I think sometimes I just need to kind of embrace things and give it a go. And the other two patterns that actually three patterns that I got are, and I don't know if I'll make this for me, so this could end up being part of the April challenge, which is, I can't remember the name of, where you sew things for other people. And I think this could be something that my daughter would like, and it's the Paddington top, again from Peppermint magazine. So I've ordered that, but I'm not sure about the fabric for that yet. So I've got lots of things in my stash, so I might need to think a little bit more about that fabric. But while I was ordering, I thought I'm going to get that top. It may be for me, I'm going to be honest, it's quite, I love the sleeve, but it's just a little bit short. I think for me, I like to have this bit covered up. However, I don't know if I could maybe just try doing an extended version of the sleeve and seeing if that blouse would work for me. So I'm happy to give that a go. I just wanted to mention it. And I also ordered a skirt that's on the website called a pocket skirt, which I really like the look of. It's and now if you know me, you're probably going, hang on, Alison, don't you not like pockets? This is true. I generally don't like pockets and I miss them out of everything. But there's something about the line of this skirt that I actually do quite like. So, obviously I've dropped a picture in of the Paddington top and the skirt. I was thinking I might make that skirt. So I've got a lot of cotton poplin. I shared that one with you earlier. That could be one of them that I might make. I've also got, sorry, I'm being very disorganised, this one, which I absolutely adore. Again, this was from Charlotte So Affordable, which has totally got holidays written all over it, really, hasn't it? And I think this would be really nice in that skirt as well, or equally a pair of trousers. I'm not really sure, but I think that would be fabulous as a skirt. Don't show anybody that fabric though, because that's part of my new bag launch, but I might have got an extra bit for me. So yeah, I think that skirt could be really lovely in that fabric. And again, if I went with this, then a pink tank or a white tank or a black tank top, anything like that would look really nice with that. And the same with this one, really. White, red, blue, black, anything like that would look really lovely with that as a skirt. So I've got a few different options there, kind of thinking towards my summer wardrobe. And the final one to share with you, again from Peppermint magazine, is a Playsuit. Now, when I first looked at this, I discounted it because it's a short sort of Playsuit. But then I think it must have been on their website or on Instagram. I had a little bit of a browse and I saw somebody that had made a longer leg version of it, a little bit like some dungarees. And I thought, that might be something that I could explore and have a look at. But again, I don't know what fabric I would choose out of my stash. For that, I need to have a little bit more of a think about that one. But while I was ordering, I wanted to order all in one go. So you can see there is absolutely no rationale to my thinking at all. I think it's still all over the place. There's a definite, and that is the Allure robe. For sure, I'm going to make that and as part of this challenge. And I think I would also like to make the Peppermint magazine wide leg pants as part of this challenge, and the Sana Bloomer tank as part of this challenge. So I think maybe I've just committed myself to that. Do you think? Let me know what you think. Who knows? It's only a few more days after I share this with you, so you'll soon see what I end up doing. So if you do want to have a look, I'll probably will share it in one of my vlogs. You can follow me on Instagram at solidotty and see what I do come up with. I'm really excited for the 31st of March. I don't know how Sam and Ruan are going to get any sleep. And it'll be so exciting to just put that hashtag in, SoFrugal22, on the 31st of March. And up will come all of those amazing pictures, and we can see what everybody's made using free patterns and fabric from your stash. How exciting is that? So thank you for stopping by today. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, if I've not totally done your head in and rabbited on in your ear for too much today, then please give me a thumbs up and a like, and just click to subscribe to my channel as well, and drop a message into the comment and let me know what you're making for this year's challenge too. Don't forget, if you want to share any mix so far, So Frugal WIP WIP on Instagram for work in progress. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.